He has to go on first because he said, I have therapy at 9:15, which therapy is actually a bar, but, or is it? Anyway, give it up for the wonderful, the incredible Tim Moss!
Thank you! Oh my God, these lights are bright, can you tell? Oh my God. How are you? How are you guys doing tonight? Okay, good, because I am excited. I am so excited to be here. Oh my God, this is my first time ever doing stand-up comedy. I've done like about everything else, but have you guys ever done this?
Yeah.
Oh, you have? Tell me, because I'm scared to death. Oh my God. No, so I have absolutely nothing planned. I'm coming up here to just have fun. Good times, everybody. I thought I would just kind of tell you a little bit about Tim Moss. That's me. Let me see. Of course, in the news right now, Whitney Houston. That's not a joke, that's sad. But Whitney Houston, she meant a lot to me in my life. I'm a singer and an actor, and just studying her vocal talent, her vocal ability was just amazing, along with Barbra Streisand, and I mean, I really studied the way they sang and all of this. Judy Garland, Liza Minnelli, can you tell I'm gay too? But I hide it much better than he does. I'm like so much, oh my God. Anyway, so yeah, that was quite a loss for me with Whitney Houston. But ever since I was a child, I always wanted to like sing and I wanted to act, but I grew up in the 60s and 70s in Indiana, small town Indiana. Good times, yeah. There was like no entertainers there. I had no role models. I was gay but didn't know it because I didn't know anybody else that was gay. We didn't have like Will and Grace and the LGBT Center and all that other shit that they have now. Good times, yeah. Thought I was absolutely insane. Fun times, yeah. That's why I'm going to therapy in a little while, not the club. To rehash all this shit again. Oh, let me see, what else? So, I decided I would move to New York City so I could be myself. I could come out and live my own life. So I packed all my bags, left everybody I ever knew, everything I ever knew, moved out to New York in the 80s, which it was a completely different city at that time. It was crime-ridden, it was, oh my God. The criminals ran the streets, they owned the cops. There were shootouts, I've had knives at my throat, guns at my head, dick in my mouth. Good times, good times. I got manipulated into real estate, hated it. Woke up one day, I owned the company, so for 20 years, I did something I absolutely hated. So, of course, I turned to drugs, I turned to alcohol. Almost died many times. Good times, good times. But I finally rehabbed. And by the way, Lindsay Lohan, amateur, please. She's what, like been doing it for 4 or 5 years? Please, bitch. Get alive. So anyway, so I went and I rehabbed a few years ago, got cleaned up, and when my memory started coming back, one of the first things was you're an entertainer. I was, oh my God, I completely forgot. So, I started back into entertainment. I had a wonderful time. Everything is just falling in my lap, and I end up on stage in front of all you wonderful people attempting stand-up for the first time in my life. I have an internet radio show called Artists Exposed, and I have interviewed some of the most incredible talents in the gay and lesbian community. I've met some wonderful people, had just such a wonderful time. I feel like I'm in one of the A rooms. Like I'm sharing, hi, my name is Tim and I'm but anyway, I just kind of wanted to share with you, and hopefully you had it. I know this isn't your typical stand-up here, but I just wanted to kind of come up and share life with you, and also let you know that good times are a choice. They're a choice. You can either choose to, no matter what's going on in your life, either you can go in and be negative and like a Debbie Downer and shit, or you can choose to have a good time. I recommend good times. No matter what's happening, no matter what you're going through, have a good time doing it. It will get better, whatever it is. I can't see a flash. Have you flashed me yet? And I missed?
There we go.
There we go, okay. So let me see, so I can tell one more story. Let me think. When I was first coming out in Indiana, there wasn't a lot of gay people out at that time. So I went to see some friends at Ball State University. No pun intended. And of course my friend says, oh, I know a gay person, the gay person on campus, and introduces me to a transsexual or transvestite. It's a guy that's dressed up like a woman. I'm really not into women, so why would I want a guy that's dressed up like one? But anyway, if you dig deep enough, there's a penis, that's all I wanted. So, anyway, I didn't know the town, and so I went with him, her, and we go driving around. Next thing I know, we're out having sex under the stars. I just remember that. I'm flat on my back, staked out. I'm looking up, there's stars everywhere, and we were out in this little garden area where it had like a little maze, with the little shrubs that and it was really cool and really nice, and there was some kind of ornamentation and things over here and over there, and excuse me. So it was romantic and it was fun and all of this, and yes, we both came and then we left. And so I was telling my friend the next morning about it. I was like, oh yeah, it was really nice. It was this nice place, and it was under the stars and these nice little maze. And she goes, were there like the shrubs about that high that were on? I was like, yeah. And she goes, and I said, yeah, and there were these other things. And it turned out he took me to a churchyard. And those little things in the back was the cemetery. So anyway, I have no idea what that has to do with anything, but just be careful where a drag queen takes you to have sex with you. That's all I can say is the moral of this story. But anyway, whatever you do in life, have a good time doing it. All right, my name is Tim Moss, and I love you guys.
Excellent. Give it up for Tim Moss, my fellow gay.